Hello, this is Christian Guillen, and this is my journal entry for week 3. I monitored my calorie intake and food consumption for the day, and I went ahead and documented it on the super tracker, and I came up with these results. And I went ahead and covered all the questions answered. Asked, how does your fat and caloric intake compare with target levels? I was under on total fat and okay on saturated fat. My calories were under, but I was keeping in mind that I knew I was going to be tracking my calories, and I was kind of smart about it. I've been trying to diet a little bit more lately, and so my calories are a little bit lower. What vitamins and minerals fell below the target level for me? Calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, and zinc, and vitamin A, C, D, E, K, thiamine, and choline. How does your protein intake compare with target levels? My status was okay. Usually I consume a lot more protein, but today I haven't consumed any protein shakes or any protein bars, which I usually consume. Although I did go to the gym today, I didn't eat any of those items. On a regular day, I usually consume a protein shake before I go to the gym, and maybe a protein, and then I eat lunch, and then I maybe a protein bar between lunch and dinner. Explain the importance of consuming the following minerals. Minerals are important nutrients that all serve different purposes, for our body, such as bone formation, calcium, energy with iron, and personally, I am a anemic person, so I lack the iron, which helps you with the blood flow and the energy and the strength. Body fluid with sodium. A lot of people drink Pedialyte, or my old coaches used to say to put a little bit more salt on our food after like a long week of practice because that sodium intake helps regulate your bodily fluids. Vitamins, they're necessary for good health. Our body cannot produce vitamins, so they must be added to your dietary intake and added to your diet plan. Lots of vitamins serve lots of purposes. Vitamin C, vitamin D. Vitamin D, of course, we get obviously sun delight. We get it from oranges, and it can help us out. Um, Carbohydrates, carbs are and should be our primary source of energy, and consist of sugar, starches, and fiber. Usually you would hear sugars and starches and even fiber and kind of scoff at the fact that those are, components that we need in our diet. But, they sugars store and break down into energy, which is what we need. Some people that are cutting down on their weight during a workout program do a zero carb diet. They're trying to kind of get like fasting, but it's important to have a good amount of carbs, not too many, but not too less either in a good diet plan. Water. Water is important. Ever since we were kids in school, we were always told to drink a lot of water. It has many important aspects to it. It's important for digestion. It's important for many things. It regulates our body temperature, carries oxygen through our bloodstream, lubricates our joints. So some people also say it's more healthy to drink a glass of water in the morning than to drink a cup of coffee. Protein. Protein is most important muscle building. It's breaking down into 20 amino acids, and a pure protein or a complete protein is composed of all 20 of those amino acids. And those amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and you'll see a lot of weightlifters drinking protein shakes, but also taking amino acids in between or after a workout. Amino acids and BCAAs, kind of help to that after the workout period to repair the muscles and build the muscles. Fiber can help with your bowel health and lower cholesterol, and control your appetite. A lot of people add a little bit more fiber to their diets, especially in a high protein diet. That way, it helps your bowels. When people are constipated, it helps with their bowel health and everything. It helps them go to the bathroom regularly. Uh, Fat. Fat is a big one. To me, fat is the source. A lot of people scoff at fat too because nobody wants to hear fat. They especially fat with skinny and overweight. But having a good amount of fats in your diet is always good for you. It's also the essential fatty acids like omega 3 and omega 6 are good for your heart and cholesterol. My father has a high cholesterol and high blood pressure, and he takes a lot of fish oils, I guess you could say, or omega 3s to help him with that issue. The second part of my journal was answering the questions that I had asked myself. about this whole experience, and I think I'm still going to use Super Tracker once I'm done with this to track all my diet plans and everything and kind of get on track. I was supposed to learn. I was surprised to learn that it's not as hard as it seems to maintain a good healthy diet. Eating a good healthy calorie intake. Eating healthy is really mental. I went through a phase where I had put on a little bit more weight than I was. I was at 195 and now I weigh about 230. Granted, I have been working out, but it's because that late at night I want to eat snacks, and in the middle I want to during lunch I want to go get a chicken sandwich or a burger or something, and it's just all mental. If you keep yourself from doing that, then you can have a healthy lifestyle, and it's not as hard as people think it is. What effects does your diet have on your health and wellness? Diet plays a very important role. While it is important to watch your calorie intake, it's also important to not starve your body and eat too less calories. A lot of people fast and don't eat enough calories and starve themselves, and it's not good to do that because you're starving your body, especially if you're a bodybuilder or if you're working out. You have a great workout regimen. It's not good to starve your body. I went through that. I went through that phase. I was dieting, eating a lot of salads and fruits, and then when I started working out, I wasn't gaining anything, and I noticed because I needed to up my calorie intake because instead of walking all day, I went from walking and eating salads, and that was okay, to working out and eating more protein and more meat. Does your dietary intake protect you or increase your health risk? I think that dietary intake is supposed to protect you, by so as long as you consume the right amounts for your body style, and everybody has a different diet plan, and certain people should adjust that to how their body style is. And lastly, explain 2 ways you can improve your diet. Number one, no unnecessary snacking. If I could cut out all those snacks like Pop Tarts and chocolate and the little sugary snacks in the middle of the night, I could definitely improve my diet drastically. Stay on track, which means being strict. And what I said by being strict is nobody wants to have a strict diet. I mean that as in strict is a bad word, I guess you could say. But what I mean by being strict is when I was dieting a lot, people, I would say, hey, I'm gonna eat a salad, or hey, I'm okay, I don't want to go eat that, and they would kind of be upset at me. But it's really being strict with myself to make sure that I don't stray away from the path. Thank you, and this is my journal entry for week 3, and I appreciate the time. Hope you enjoyed.